Hey everyone, this is Alex or PolymomoTea, and today I have a video showing how to make these cute little bears. I have a Sriracha bear and a honey bear. And this honey bear is actually a remake of a very old tutorial that I have. I can link the old version in the description box below, but this one is a remake. So for the head, we're going to take a ball of clay and slightly flatten it out so it's an oval shape. For the ears, we're going to do the same thing except make a smaller oval and slightly flatten it out. And we're going to cut off the ends. And place the two ears on top of our oval head. For the face snout part, we're going to take a ball of clay and cut the end off and place that onto our face. And using an acrylic tool, we're just going to flatten one end. Then for the body, we're going to take some clay and roll into a fat teardrop shape and cut off the end. And then for the legs, we're going to roll it out into a carrot shape with flattened ends and cut it at a slant and place that onto the body. For the arms, we're going to take some clay and roll into a teardrop shape and cut that in half. And place that on the sides, make sure it's aligned with the legs. And then we're going to add a little ball for a tail. And we're going to bake those according to instructions, and we'll have our head and body separate. Then with our baked templates, we're going to make some silicone molds, and I use my SOrta Clear 12. I use a clear mold because I am going to use UV resin for this project, but if you're going to use 2-part resin, it doesn't have to be this clear. So first I'm going to start out with the honey bear, and I'm going to start by pouring in clear resin into the bottom third of our head mold. And once that is cured, I'm going to make a mixture of UV resin and yellow. And this was a little too yellow, so I did add a little bit of orange to it to make it a little more gold color. And we're going to use that to pour in the rest of our mold on the head, along with the body. And once cured, we're going to take it out of the mold. And to attach the two halves together, I'm placing some UV resin in between the head and the neck and letting that cure under the UV lamp. So next we're going to make the little cap. So we're going to take some yellow clay and roll it into a fat snake and cut out a little disc. And then for the little spout, we're going to roll a skinnier snake and cut out a little cylinder and place the cylinder on top of our disc. And then let that bake according to instructions. So here is our baked cap, and we're going to place that onto our honey bear, and I just use a little bit of super glue. And then we're going to glue on the little facial details, so I'm adding some dot eyes, an oval nose, along with a lined smile. And once fully glued, next we just want to glaze it. So I glaze it in a couple layers. So first one I just did the body first, let that cure under the lamp. And then we glaze the head next. And here is our completed honey bear, and I think it looks perfect. For the Sriracha bear, we're going to do the same thing where we fill the head mold with 1/3 clear resin and let that cure. And then we're going to make a mixture of red to make a solid red pigment color with UV resin. Next we're going to pour it into our mold but cured in thin layers. This is because it's a solid pigment, so the light doesn't go through as well, so it won't cure completely if you just do a huge layer at once. So once cured, we want to take it out of the mold. And similarly, we're going to add some UV resin onto the neck and attach the two pieces together. Next, we're going to take some green clay to make the signature Sriracha spout, and we're going to cut out a little disc and place that on top of our head template. And we're going to make some etch marks with our blade. On top of that, we're going to place a little skinny disc that's slightly smaller into the middle. Next, we're going to cut out a little fat cylinder and place that on top of the disc. And using our blade, we're going to make similar etch marks. And for the little tip, we're going to add even a smaller cylinder on top and let that bake according to instructions. And we're going to attach that onto our bear using some super glue. And next we're going to glue on the little faces onto our bear. And then I attempted to draw a little rooster, but it looked pretty ugly, so I erased it and I just drew a stick figure bird instead. And we're gonna glaze it with some UV resin and let that cure under the lamp. And here I have my finished Sriracha bear. I mean, if I could draw or paint a rooster a little bit better, then it would have been perfect, but this is all I get. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed the remake, and thank you all for watching.